Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Back to the well again. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. So the first drive goes almost nowhere, and then, Brock, then they turn it over.
You know, it is such a double whammy, Kate. Obviously, you hate the turnover and giving away possession. But these opening drives are really a time to see what your opponent's going to do. The great coordinators will script it, right, to get different personnel and different formations to try to get some tells from the defense. No tell there other than a critical giveaway.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Purdy. That's incomplete left side. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught for the first. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a 49er first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Purdy on first down. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
Now a give running right. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Set.
ready to throw it. He has the San Francisco touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bojorquez to kick. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the 49ers will go on offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Blown back to the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
19 tight. Cougar 19.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Go!
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And they'll hold him up after a short carry to the 44. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone.
Check go.
1st down throw by Purdy. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Escapes out to the left. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pull out in front further, 13-zip. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Go check. Go check. 79 Broncos.
They'll give on the counter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They give it to him again. And they'll make the stop after a short gain to the 48. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Penix on 3rd down. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. First down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. A give now from the gun. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Brought down by Fred Warner. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Penix working from the gun. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
On the ready.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun is Purdy. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Go! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Now it's Purdy. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
On the set. Set. Hut, hut.
Another chance for him. And they'll bring him down after an all-right gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Ready? Ready, ready.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's brought down for a loss. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. On comes the field goal unit to try this one for the 49ers. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Finds him on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, here's Penix. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Penix to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Third down, it's Penix. He's loaded another one up. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Here comes the final play of our 1st half.
Here we go, here we go. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing it just before halftime. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, ready! Go!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Warrior 70! Ha, ha.
Here's Purdy to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Let's go! 19 tight! 19 tight! Dragon 60! Ready, ready?
On third down, Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will take possession. They've got first down from the 31.
Set! 79 Bronco! Hey, check that, check go!
Right up the gut. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Play action. Here's Penix. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles make it 17-all. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set!
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
19, Pioneer! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick! Panther 11, Panther 11!
from the 37. Hits him on the out route. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Blown back gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Got it. Ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
19 Lions. Go.
From the 27. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Offense to the line for second down.
60 Bobcat. Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw, Purdy. He's got Harris. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Set. Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Smash, smash. Set, go.
Here's the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Ready up.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Set, ready. Come 19. Come 19. 70 range. 70 range. Hut.
Purdy throwing here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set up.
Now Purdy. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The 49ers take a third-quarter lead. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Has this at the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Penix taking a deep shot here. He steps in and makes the interception. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Okay, break.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. It's taken in by Lamb. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Gets himself free. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Slot man motioned over. Here's 2nd and 5. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Go!
On 1st down, here's Penix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
Ready, break! Let's go now!
Purdy looking to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. From the shotgun, Penix. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get put.
And he'll get into the end zone and make this a one-score game in the fourth quarter. Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we've got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Trying to force one through there. And it sets up second down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Set. Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
On the set.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Right. 79 Broncos. Pioneer. Ready.
Looking to throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be their football.
Okay, ready.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Go.
Now we're on the counter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Here we go. Set.
Another carry for him. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Penix on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
So now here's 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. 19 He'll throw it. A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Cut 19, cut 19. '70 Ranger. Trap 60. Ready.
Now it's Purdy. Gets this one to Harris. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Top low 18.
Here's Purdy to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
60 Eagle. Hawk 70, Warrior 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Left wing, 19. Tight. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Penix working from the gun. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Set.
Penix now on 1st down. Flush down now to his left. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
79.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. He'll look to throw it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the 49ers are going to get this kick. They're going to hang on for the win. And he's able to get this down to the 36. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.